Okay. Jesus has begun his ministry at this point. I understand last week you heard about the wedding in Cana and the fun time they had there. Well, Jesus was teaching his disciples, and that's the main thing he did, was he walked around, traveled around, teaching people and preaching to them. And while he was doing it, he would heal sick people. One of the times, while he was out traveling, a man came to him at night. The Bible says at night, but it didn't tell us why at night. We don't know if he was hiding from his peers, so no one would know he came, or if he was just so busy he didn't have any other time to come, or just what. But he came to see Jesus at night. And his name was Nicodemus. And when he came to Jesus, Jesus said, "You know what, Nicodemus? You need to be born again." And Nicodemus was one of the leaders in the temple. He was a very important man and had a high position among the Pharisees. He was well versed in the Bible. But he said to Jesus, "How does that work? Because I don't think you can go back to before inside your mother and be born a second time, and I'm bigger than she is anyway." And Jesus said, "No, you have to be born once of the flesh, once naturally, and you have to be born once of the Spirit. A human mother gives birth to you the first time, but the second time, the Spirit gives birth to you." And Jesus went on to explain that God loved the world, loved all of us so much that he gave his only begotten Son, which was Jesus, his only natural physical Son. He gave him on the cross, though at this point he hadn't given him yet, but that's what Jesus' mission on earth ultimately was to go to the cross. He gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but should be saved. So anyone, and it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are, it doesn't matter what color of skin you have, what color of eyes, what shape your nose is, it doesn't matter if you're a boy or if you're a girl, it just doesn't matter. Anyone who believes in Jesus will go to heaven instead of going to hell, is what he told Nicodemus. And believe is an action word. It doesn't mean you just, oh yeah, Jesus was man and he came and he died. And it means that you choose to live for Jesus. Because if you truly believe Jesus is who he said he was, and you truly believe in him, you will do what he says. Later he tells us that he gives us 2 commandments. There are 2 things he tells us to do. Love God more than anything else, and love other people as much as we love ourselves. So if we believe Jesus is Jesus, that he is God, we will do those 2 things. Love God more than anything, and love other people as much as we love ourselves. And he went on to tell us that those who believe in him are not condemned. They will not go to hell. But those who don't believe, they're already condemned, unless they change their mind and start believing in him. This is the most important, most powerful message, I think, that Jesus gave. We have a lot of messages that he gave in the Bible, and they're all very important, but this is the most important one, that whoever we are, wherever we are, if we choose to believe Jesus, we go to heaven. So let's sing a song. This song, Jesus tells us to love others as much as ourselves, and to love God more than anything else. And this is your call, means this is your mission, this is your job. Okay? Love, love.